100-round drum. Amen, Louisiana, where I'm from. Your bitch left you cause she know that you a bum. She suck my dick because she say it make her come. I put my foot on her neck and fuck her dumb. And put my thumb up her ass and she don't run. She like it rough, it ain't no bluff. She like that cock with that thrust and she don't be in no rush. She just wait until I bust.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy back, Trilogy Vision, with another. And we getting into what happened to Biggie. What I'm giving you here, what you see on the screen, is a non-seen before photo of Biggie the night that he was actually unalive. This is what we're looking at right here on the screen. There was the night that he was unalived, and what you're seeing is, I guess, him on a gurney at the hospital with tubes and stuff. Up in it, yeah, it's pretty graphic, but hey, it's all over the internet. It ain't nothing that it ain't Photoshop. I got it from a reliable source. I done my background. I done everything I needed to do to verify that this is not a fake. So let's just say that. Give me 1 second. Let me. Situation. All right. So what I'm here to say is that I know for a fact that this is not fake. Okay. So with that being said, me knowing that it's not fake brings me to another legit set of content that I'm gonna bring to y'all. Now, Parking Biggie. It was great friends, man. Of course, we know that. Everybody know that. It was brothers. Of course, they was like brothers from from everything that we know about them. They was like brothers. They was brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna go here. We're gonna give you a breakdown of the notorious B.I.G. and Tupac Shakur, the East Coast West Coast feud. See, the East Coast West Coast feud, it took place in the 90s, the mid 1990s. Of course, the West Coast was Suge Knight, Snoop, Pac, Dre, but Dre really didn't stay. But West Coast was the record label and the music industry at the time. It was led by Suge Knight, with of course Tupac as the artist. It was the biggest. And for the East Coast, it was Bad Boys with Puffy, and of course Biggie was the artist, like the biggest artist at the time. They had diss tracks that came out. I mean, Pac did his direct. Biggie threw rocks and hit his hand. Let's just call it what it is. He had interviews and street politics that escalated most of the tension. But what started as just rap competition, it turned into one of the most dangerous rivals in the music history. But look, this is what I always said, bro. This shit here, this music shit did get Pac killed. That did not get Pac killed, bro. The music did not get Pac killed. Let's just get that straight. It did get Pac killed. What got Pac killed? Pac Pac went out there and put his hands on a gang member a stepper, a guy that was really known and about that life. That's what got Pac killed. What got Biggie killed? Biggie was just caught up in the middle of some bullshit, and that's what happened. So we're gonna get that straight. Pac was not killed because no East Coast, West Coast beef shit. Pac was killed because gang banging bullshit that he stuck his nose in. Now, with all fairness and honesty, if if Pac wouldn't have put his hands on that fucking dude that night, Pac could be great right now. All these drill rappers and they pop them ass rappers wouldn't exist. Jay-Z wouldn't exist. They probably could still be, him and Dame Dash would probably be still together. But if I'm saying all this shit, Aaliyah be still alive too. You know what I'm saying? I say that because she'd have probably been with Pac at the time. Just being straight. Pac was that type of guy. He probably was gonna, shoot at Aaliyah. I'm just saying. But yeah. Like I say, they wouldn't exist, bro. They wouldn't exist. And to move along with the situation, we're gonna go at Pac. We're gonna give you the black and white, what's on paper, what happened in November 1994 at the Quad shooting. We're gonna dig off into that and see if we can get some type of sense of what happened that night. We might not get all the way to the full, but we're gonna get close enough. We're gonna dig deep enough to see what we can get out of it. Alright, so Pac went to Quad Studio to record with an artist, right? I mean, that's the allegations that's been in the headlines, that's been in the news for what, forever, huh? That was the word. Pac went there. Pac went to the studio to go record with I believe it was it Little Sean, a guy named Little Sean at the Quad Studio, and it was one of Jimmy Henchman's artists. It was one of Jimmy Henchman's artists, right? Okay. So up on the arrival, Pac didn't say this. I think he did. I know Little C said this. He's seen it. And Biggie confirmed and said it too. But make a long story short, Tupac was shot outside a Quad Studio in New York. He believed people that was connected with Biggie knew, what was gonna happen beforehand. That accusation there, that it only added fuel to the fire. It deepened the fuel. So it ended up leaving Pac in a wheelchair. Of course, he had court the next day. He had to go, for this assault case. Well, was it assault? No, it was a sexual assault case. Okay, let's get it right. We want to get the facts correct. It was a sexual assault case that Pac had to go to court like the next day for us, something like that. So Pac went to court, and of course we all know the history. He was found guilty. He rolled up in a wheelchair. He was found guilty, and they told him, "Hey, sir, your ass going to jail," basically. So that's what ended up happening with Pac on that situation there. Then time passed. I think he had 3, 4 years or something on that charge. He done like a year or something. Suge Knight, the late great, well not the late great, the great Sloan got this money. I want you to come hang out with us, basically. Get the money over here. Which Pac was already a big star, of course, everybody know that. Alright, there we go. We back. Alright. Alright, y'all. Alright, my audio back. Alright. So, but anyway, we back to what I was saying about Pac. Pac was in the pen and he went to Suge, which he was already a star, of course. And he went on over to Death Row, do his thing, right? So we're gonna get to September the 7th in Las Vegas to shoot. So of course, Mike Tyson is his boy, and it's word out that Pac didn't even want to go to Vegas. I keep on hearing this story, keep on hearing these allegations that Pac didn't want to go to Vegas. Pac was a grown ass man. So hearing that Pac ain't want to go to Vegas kind of just don't seem like The man ain't want to go to Vegas. The man ain't want to go to Vegas. Like, how in the hell? I know if I ain't want to go somewhere, ain't nobody gonna say, hey, you going anyway. Give a damn if it was promoting a record or what it was. You know? If I don't want to go somewhere, I'm not going. But anyway, the word is Pac didn't want to go to Vegas that night. Right? Pac want to go to Vegas. So what ended up happening was they went to the fight, had a great time. Pac was him. They say one of the gang members said, hey, there you go over there. And Pac heard him. Some people say it was whispering Pac ear. But anyway, Tupac got into it with Orlando Anderson, actually a fight with Orlando Anderson. Later, he was riding in a BMW with Suge down the strip. White Cadillac pulled up, shot into the motherfucker, killing Pac. September the 13th, 1996, he died. Pac was number 25, was young, still a baby. The case still remained unsolved, but the law enforcement has heavily focused on the Southside Crips. Of course, Keefy D was, in the mix of that. Right after that, Biggie Smalls murdered on March the 8th, 1990. He attended the Vibe party after the Soul Train Awards. He was leaving. He was in his SUV, and another vehicle pulled up and opened fire. Same type of situation with Tupac, right? Biggie died. He won but 24. A baby. All they was babies, man. His murder still remains unsolved. Why these cases still matter for both murders? I'm gonna tell you why. They remain officially, basically unsolved. It changed hip hop for fucking ever. The East Coast West Coast era created decades of documentary series and investigation. The deaths pushed the rappers' culture to rethink how far to go with a rival. Now, with saying all this, I want to say this. Tupac and Biggie was undeniable. Two of the greatest rappers that ever touched the microphone. No doubt about that. For their time. No lie now, we got some great artists that came out today, 2026, but their substance is not there. They just saying whatever come in their fucking head, dumb shit. They're not thinking about the raps. They not thinking about the rhymes. Even if they is punching in, they still not thinking. It still sound like a bunch of bullshit. But it got some good music though. It got some fairly decent music. Let's say that. But anyway, to reiterate on the shooting of Pac and Biggie, we're gonna start with Tupac. Keefy D has since been arrested, and he's set to go to trial sometime. We'll do a story on that when it gets near. I think it's in August or something, maybe this summer. It's supposed to be this year for sure. He was charged for the murder. He went on a fucking escapade and a tour of, oh man, yeah, he handed Orlando the gun, which was his nephew. And we could do a video about Orlando, dig into his life. He was also murdered in 97. But yeah, Keefy D is in the county jail in Las Vegas right now, or waiting to see if he gonna be found guilty or not. Biggie, on the other hand, it still ain't even a suspect arrested. Nobody's charged. It's open. So, with that being said, we're gonna wrap this thing up. We're gonna get up out of here. I'm grateful for y'all stopping by, and that's what we have on what happened to Biggie and Tupac.
You some AR with 100-round drum. Amen, Louisiana, where I'm from.